Hey team, I am Nikki Hinkle and I wanted to come here and say hello and introduce myself and kind of explain a few things to you guys. So if you are not new, you are probably very familiar with who I am, but if you're new to this team board, which I know lots and lots have been added this month, I just wanted to introduce myself. I am Nikki and I am probably one of your diamond uplines. This team is ran by me and Heather Burke, who is my sponsor and best friend. So if you're under Heather's line, then I'm not your upline. But if you're under my line, then I am. So it's important, though, for you to know who your diamond upline is. And here's why. We're in this journey with you. I want to help you be successful. I want to help you reach your goals, whether you're my level 1 or my level 7. I'm on your team. I have your back. And so it's very important for you to realize we're in this together. I'm not someone special that you can't reach out to or talk to or message. I am here for you. So if you ever have a problem, if you call customer service and you reach out to your sponsor and y'all aren't able to work through your problem, do not hesitate to reach out to me. So I wanted to say that first and foremost. I hope you feel comfortable reaching out to me. Send me a friend request. If I don't accept it, send me a message and say, hey, I am on your team. Accept my friend request, because I want you to know right now I have, I think, 1,200 pending friend requests. So if you've sent me one and I haven't accepted it, send me a message. Don't feel bad. I'll see it in my other box. It's just really hard to keep up with it. So shoot me a reminder. If you send me a message and I don't respond, send it again. I am a space cadet. I'm going to warn you this right now up front. I am scattered and I forget things, and I am getting hundreds of messages a day. So it's real easy for me to see it. If it's a question I can't answer like on the fly and I have to actually go research or think about it, a lot of times those sometimes get buried because I'm like, I need to think about how to respond, and then I'll get a bunch more messages that I'm answering, and then I forget to get back to yours. So don't think I'm trying to intentionally ignore you. I promise I'm not. Just keep messaging me. Just check in again, give me at least, 6 or 8 hours. But if I don't respond, or even 24 hours, if it's not urgent, if it's urgent, I get it. But if it's not urgent, give me a day. And if I haven't responded, shoot me another message and be like, hey, checking in to see if you got this. But I wanted to let you guys know that first and foremost. So welcome to our team. I am so excited you have joined us. I hope that you have decided to start working the business with us. I know saying that word sounds scary, but I promise this can be so fun and so fulfilling, and it shouldn't feel like something that you are working or feel like a job. It really should be something that is that's just kind of fulfilling a need in your life. That's what I'm hoping it can be for you. Maybe you're missing a little extra. Maybe those goals are exciting for you. I know for me, it was. I love to have goals and to hit goals. And once I stopped working a full-time job and became a stay-at-home mom, I did have kind of that feeling of, what is my purpose now? Even though I know being a mom is a huge purpose, sometimes when we're not doing things for ourselves, it's easy to kind of feel that way. So that's one thing I want this to be for you. I want it to kind of be something that is yours, that can help you feel like you're doing something, because we are truly helping people. It will give you a purpose, and it will give you something to shoot for and something exciting. So while there is work involved, if you're going to work the business, it should be fulfilling and fun. So I wanted to start by saying that. So thank you again for joining us. Someone's calling me. Sorry about that. So I know I didn't tell y'all this new ambassador training was coming. I am going to be hopping on all month long with several different parts to this. Again, it's just kind of the way I do things. I am not great with schedules, but here's the beauty of that. The thing I love about having this business within ourselves is you're going to learn that you're able to work it within your personality. If you are somebody that loves to set schedules at the beginning of the month and give your team a calendar, or do Monday night meetings or something like that, you can run your team that way. If you're somebody that's like me, that being overly scheduled makes it feel like a job that you don't want to have, and you just like to do things at the spur of the moment when you feel inspired, you can do that too. So I want you to work this business within your strengths and within your personality. So remember that. So the good thing though with these lives, they're going to be on here. If you're not on right now and you want to watch this, it'll be on here all month long, really for forever. So come back anytime and watch this video. So There's 3 things I want you to do right now from the very, very beginning. So if you just joined, or maybe you joined 4 years ago and you have never put your toe in the water and actually decided to work the business, whichever one you are, the first 3 things you need to do are the same for all of you. So step 1, I need you to post on Facebook or Instagram. You gotta share with your audience. I know it's an easy one, but sometimes for people that very first post is scary. I made a post yesterday that gave you 3 different routes that you can take on how to make that first post. One of them could be a curiosity post. Maybe you're going to kind of put some feelers out there and tell your audience, I started something new, but I'm not ready to share it yet. I'm so excited when I am. And maybe that will get some people curious and asking, what did you start? What's going on? Sometimes those curiosity posts can be really good for kind of pulling people out, because people can't stand not knowing information. So that's what can be good about those. But maybe that doesn't fit your personality. If you think, I don't like to bake book, I don't want people annoyed by that, that's great too. Another route is just starting by saying, hey, I started Plexus. Has anybody used these products before? I'm anxious to hear what other people think. So what that is going to do, then you're going to make sure that you are Facebook friends with our team, with your sidelines, with your upline, with your downline. Make that post public so that all of us can come in and comment on it. Even if we're not your friends, we're able to come in, have your back you up, share our amazing results, and then your other friends who have thought about Plexus, because a lot of people now, Plexus is becoming a very common name. There's still lots of people who've never heard of it, but there's lots that have, but they're not real sure what it is. They're going to read the comments. They're going to see the post and be like, and then they're going to go through the comments and going to be like, wait, I had migraines. Maybe this could help me. So it's a really good way to pull in people without realizing it, because they're reading your friends' comments. So that's a great second way. And the third way that I gave you, I have now forgotten. It's just a very blanket post. Like, I started Plexus because I had this need and it's already fulfilling this, or I'm hoping it's going to fulfill this. So just kind of sharing, just being a very honest, vulnerable post. So go check out that post that I had. I gave you some verbiage on it. I posted it yesterday. I can make sure I bump it back up so it's up at the top of our feeds and our team page. But that's going to help you get started on your first post. Now, listen, social media is a great way to share our products, but we want to share them in a way that's not selling them. So there's lots of, we also at the very top of our team page have a social media posting guideline. If you click on it, it's going to give you a few, things to remember, ideas. Try not to say spammy or addy. Like, we're trying to tie this into our lifestyle, because it should be part of your lifestyle. So just keep that in mind when you're posting, but you have to post, you have to share, or your friends are going to have no idea. And here's the thing that's so important to remember. Like, really, if I had never shared Plexus with anybody, to think of the lives that have not been changed today because of it are like massive. I have over 30,000 people on my team. Now, granted, all 30,000 of their lives were probably not radically changed, but there are definitely lots of them that are. And I'm talking like major health changes, major income changes. So by sitting on this, you really are keeping other people from experiencing what you're experiencing. So if you are noticing change, please do not sit on it. Please share it. So that's the very first and foremost thing I want you to do. The second thing that I want you to do is I want you to make a list of 50 people, and we're going to start with that Facebook post to build the list. So that's why I want you to make the post first. The first of those people on the list are going to be anyone that liked it. So those people, they're being brave by clicking like, because they know if they click like, you're probably going to reach out to them. So it's a very brave move that they did that. They probably know at this point how a lot of people do network marketing. Now, we don't want to look like a lot of people look. We want to look different. We want to stand apart. But we do know that that like is kind of permission to reach out to me. So if they liked your post, write them down. If they commented on your post, definitely write them down. So those are the first people we want at the top of the list. They're going to be the first people we're reaching out to. And then I want you to fill your list to 50. Make your close friends, your family, anyone that you feel like might need the products, anyone you feel like might need the business. These are the people that are going to go on your top 50 list. And then your third thing we're going to do is we're going to sort them. So what this means is right now we're reaching out to these people. We're not trying to sell them the product. We literally just want to know, are they interested? That's it. Don't be an overly salesy person. Don't chase your friends away. It's what we're not trying to do. And I know it's not what you want to do. So I don't want you to get in this and feel like, oh my gosh, this diamond upline of mine is asking me to be awful, and I just don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. So again, the people who liked your posts, these are easy ones. You can just reach out and be like, hey, thank you so much for liking my post and supporting me in this. Just wanted to know if you're actually interested in hearing more about it. Super easy. That's it. That's all you're doing. People who comment on your post, same thing, pretty much same verbiage. And then the other ones, just reach out and just share your, make it custom to them. Depending on how close you are to them, it's going to kind of depend on how you say things to them. Never write out a post to like your mom or best friend that is like, hi, I just started a new business. Would you like to watch a video about it? Please don't do that. They're going to be like, who are you and who abducted my friend? Be yourself, okay? Say to them the way that you would talk to them in an everyday basis. Guess what I just did? I just joined Plexus. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Can I tell you about it? Can I talk about it? I have to verbal dump. Say something like that. At least that's what I normally would say to my friends. So that's what I'm going to say to them if I'm going to reach out to them, someone that's really close. If you're not close, of course, you're not going to say that to them because you're not normally going to verbal dump on them. So those are the ones that you're going to keep it a little bit more professional. Just be like, hey, I just started a new business with Plexus. I'm absolutely loving it. I just wanted to know if you would be interested in a little bit more information. If not, no worries. So again, take the pressure off, but also leave it open and leave it a question, not open-ended. Like make sure you end with a question so that they can respond. And that's something I'm going to talk about more in one of our next videos. But when you're talking to people, you absolutely have to keep asking questions to keep the ball going back and forth. So you have to think of the conversations as like a tennis match. We're keeping it short. We're keeping it our responses are not going to be 5 pages that take 10 minutes to read, and they're going to be asking for more information, because in order to help somebody, you have to know what their needs are, and so you have to ask the right questions. So these are the 3 things I want you to start with right now. Make your first post, make your list, sort your list. Oh, and I forgot to add on the sorting their list. When you're reaching out to these people, we're going to put them in the buckets. Interested, not interested, maybe. Put them in the buckets, line them up. Do not rule them out forever if they say no. It's just like when you ask somebody to dinner. If they say no, it means they don't want to go to dinner tonight. It doesn't mean in a year they don't want to go to dinner with you again. So keep that in mind. A no now does not mean no forever. So those are your 3 things. So hopefully that will give you enough right now to get started and get going. And I will hop on again, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 3 days. I don't know, but soon, to share a little bit more on our new ambassador orientation. So y'all have a great day. Now I can't find my mouse to end.